Hey everyone, Christina Del Rey with your forecast, your weekly forecast for November 29th, 2020. And if you have not subscribed yet, please do so, share and like. We are having a lunar eclipse in Gemini at 8 degrees. And this week is all about the eclipse. So we're going to dive into this and see how this is going to affect your sign. But first of all, what is an eclipse? An eclipse is a turning point. It's a point of crisis, and it doesn't have to mean that it's bad. It's just a crisis that pushes you in a certain direction. These things aren't good or bad. They just change things, because we as humans, we tend to stay stuck in a place unless we are pushed, and it often takes a crisis for us to be pushed into the right direction. Eclipses are fated. They bring endings and new beginnings. So all eclipses are about endings, new beginnings. So particularly with this eclipse, you're going to see an ending first and then a new beginning. And that will take place in a certain part of the chart for everybody. But lunar eclipses tend to be more emotional. So you might have a crisis point that makes you very emotional, that pushes you to take an action of some kind. Whenever there's a full moon lunar eclipse as well, secrets tend to come out. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to come out the day that the eclipse happens, but they have like a 6-month period of time where you can see this happening. This can also be something coming to fruition. If you've been working on something, you might see the rewards of it as well. So like eclipses can go in a million different ways. They have that kind of energy, that unpredictable energy. So it could be a fruition of something where, wow, this comes to a culmination. This is great. I've been working on this. Or it could end something and push you right in a new direction. Try to think back to where you were 19 years ago. Think about what you were doing, what you committed to, and it's likely 20 years ago, and it's likely that the same themes will come, and it'll likely be connected to that. But what have you built for the last 20 years? For those of you who study tarot, you know that the moon symbolizes like the hidden information. So in a lunar eclipse, when the moon can't reflect the sun, it goes dark. And then, for a minute or so, and then, then it's able to shine the light again. Well, that moon represents what's hidden, what lies beneath. And when the light comes back on, that's kind of when you see the truth. Okay, so let's see what this means for each of your signs. Hello, Taurus. So Taurus, what is going on? Well, you have a lunar eclipse in your second house. So you have some kind of culmination or some kind of ending. Something comes to fruition, and it's regarding money that you make from your day job. So it could be like it could be a financial payoff. It could be an ending to an income that you're making. Something is going on here with your monies. And it also has to do with values and self-esteem as well. So this is like, maybe you're deciding your values, or maybe something that meant something to you before no longer means the same thing, and it's changing. This has to do with your self-esteem and how you feel about yourself. So this could be an area of life that is, it's coming to a fruition. It's coming to an emotional culmination. And there could be some kind of crisis around your financial stuff. And there could be, a choice to make there as well. So just, I would say go with your gut on this one, because there's big changes for Taurus, right? Uranus is in Taurus, so, big changes in money for Taurus. But that's okay. Changes are okay. We tend to not make changes unless we're forced. So if you are forced here, just know that it's moving something out of the way to move something else in its place. Also too, like any kind of secrets too involving involving monies that you make, or like they're, maybe something you didn't realize perhaps, or maybe you were in the dark about a little bit. Maybe, I don't know, maybe check over your your pay stubs, or anything that you have regarding money. Make sure that there's no errors on that. All right, so the ruler of this eclipse is in your partnership zone. So Mercury is in your romantic relationships, but also your business partnerships zone. And it's trying to bring you an opportunity. So while you have one area of the chart that has to do with money that is we're kind of going to come to an end, or we're going to come to a fruition, this part of the chart saying there might be a new business partner for you, and it might be really, really good. There might be a business partner commitment opportunity here, and that might really pay off somehow. So pay attention to that. If that opportunity comes along, you need to have a good look at that. And then at the end of the week, we have Venus trining Neptune. So this is also happening in that relationship area of the sky. So, if your romantic partnerships, actually might help you sort of market yourself, or maybe be introduced to other groups and organizations. This might help you and make money of some kind, or this could just be you announcing that you are coupled up with somebody, or this could just be a very dreamy time. This is happening on the Saturday, on December 5th. So maybe you spend time in a group somehow, although we're all on lockdown, so I don't know how that's going to happen. But this is a very dreamy energy. Or maybe it's just you meet somebody through an online organization. But if you were looking to meet somebody, Taurus, online would be the way to go. Okay, Taurus, it will be a great week.